right, so the next thing we're going to get into, and this is why I always have the strength portion first, is you have to have the strength first before we get into kipping. Okay, and it's for your own good too. Okay, so most likely if you're trying to kip and you don't have a strict pull up, you're going to at some point injure yourself, right? So we need to develop the strict. Okay, you might be able to get away with it for a while, but at some point, if you don't work the strict, then it's going to be tough. So we are going to get into the kipping motion, but we're going to try and keep it very simple today. So I always use this band as a visual. So we just talked about the hollow and the Superman. So now instead of being on the floor, we're going to be hanging from the bar. So we just did hollow in our strict pull-ups, right? So you're in this position. That means my back is touching this position. The Superman is when we were on the floor, would be your head is through and you're this way, which is squeeze your butt and push your stomach into the floor and reach back. What we're going to try and do is we're going to try and hold each position. So we're going to move between, but we're not going to swing. We're actually going to pull ourselves into the position. So we're going to start by hanging on the bar in a hollow, and then I'm going to relax, which means I'll go right to the middle, and then I'm going to squeeze my butt and push my body into the band here. So then my feet are behind. If I cannot see the bar with my eyes, my feet are behind me. If I can see the bar, my feet are in front. So this is just like an imaginary line all the way straight down. This is like your window. So 3 reps. We're going to hold the hollow. For those of you that have long hair, I'd put your hair up because this thing pulls on you. So we're going to jump up, hold. So now watch the hollow position. Look at the space, right? Relax, Superman. Hold, back down. Hollow, relax, Superman. And if you look at what I'm doing, I'm ripping the bar in half from the top, right? To get through. Hollow, relax. Superman, relax. That's 1. So let's jump up and do that. The kipping motion is actually through the shoulders, right? Because when we relax, what did you have to do? You had to pull and squeeze, right? Which means it's through my shoulders. What we're going to do is we're going to go to hollow. By doing that, I'm pushing the bar down, and that will just elevate my body back. And then I'm going to relax and swing. And as I swing, I'm pulling through. So we're going to do 3 swings. It looks like this. Here's my dead hang. I'm going to go to a hollow. Watch this. Push, open. And look at my feet. See the bar? My feet are in front. I can't see the bar. They're back. I'm actively going back and forth. This looks the same. Looks the same, but you'll not be able to kip that way. Shoulders. Look at my shoulders. This is the right way with my shoulders. Wrong way with my shoulders. Big difference. So let's all jump up. What we're going to do is we're going to do 3 more swings. But now this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate my body, which means as I'm swinging, every time I come through, I'm going to push harder away. And as long as I stay tight, just like we were on the floor, how we're moving back and forth, my body's moving with me. So I'm going to swing harder into this position. And every time I'm coming back from that Superman position, I'm pushing the bar aggressively. Once you get to the point where you're really strong, you'll be able to push your hip to the bar, right? But that's really high. Okay, so here's the normal swing, and then I'll show you with my lats. Okay, so here's my swing, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to push harder and look back. We just basically started the beginning of what a kipping pull-up would be, because I'm already working my way up, right? So technically, if I stay in my hollow position, all I'm going to do from there is pull my chin to the bar, right? So to do a kipping pull-up, you're going to do a couple swings, then do a couple lats, and then as soon as I pull my lats and I lean back, pull my chin to the bar and hold. We just did static holds, which is just hold yourself up on the bar, okay? For now, and you're just going to get as high as you can. So here's my lats, and then I'm going to pull and then come back down, strict down for now. We always want to, I always call this, we're falling into the Superman position. So I'm just going to use this here. So this is where we got to, right? And we're trying to pull up. So as soon as if you guys look at my position here, to do your kipping pull-ups, watch just the foot motion here. Watch my feet. As I drop, my foot comes back, and then I get through, right? And then I'm going to sweep my leg aggressively, right? Baseball, golf, right? It's all about the follow through the hips. That's what you want. You want to be in a position where, watch my foot, I can follow through and kick. That's how we start to get that aggressive pop. So for the kipping, some of you might be able to get this if you can understand that aggressive pop. And maybe you don't have strict pull ups, but you've created that momentum to pop you up. So just the start position through pop. Now look at my position right here. I'm going to use my hips and pull. This is it right here. Hips up. To start my second pull up, once I get my chin up to the bar, most people drop straight down. So I need to push away and fall back to hollow. So push to hollow means here. Once I push to hollow, if my feet are in front, I then ride the momentum. Up, pull, push. Does that make sense? So we take the box away. So open, swing, back down. But it's really important that once we start to open up, we get that swing. So to start your very first rep, you want to Superman, feet go back, scoop. So if we're just talking about one kipping pull-up, looks like this. Superman, pull down. So the last drill I want to work on, and you guys might all need a box for this one, we're going to work the butterfly motion. So I don't like you guys to do this until you can actually do kipping pull-ups, but the motion is good to practice. So we talk about hollow to Superman, right? So in a kipping motion, you're going to see this, right? My feet are going back and forth. Now my feet are going to do the same motion, but in the butterfly, instead of swinging from hollow to Superman, I'm going to pull myself through the window to a Superman. Now look at my feet. They're the same. It's exactly the same. But I always like using the box to help you understand this motion right here. Look at that motion. Through the window and down. Same motion. Pulling through. But you need to be able to have the strength to be able to do it. That's why it's kind of one of those things. You need to know the motion, but the strength part's going to come in. So let's grab a box. Some of you can be on this low bar right here. You can keep both feet on. Look at this. Same motion. Pull through the window. Hang. Hang. Let's just try 3. So the pieces that we just did, we did our strength work. That's our skill work, right? So the last piece, I think, right, is a bar muscle up. So if you talk about the kipping motion, I call it an ice cream maker. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get our belly button to the bar. And it's the same kipping motion, but instead of getting your chin over the bar, the position is here. Okay. So for this kip, we're just going to try and get as high as you possibly can. Okay. So I'll show you the biggest version that it should look like, but we just talked about the pull up and the initiation of the pull up. It looks like this. Same. And I get my hips up to the bar. Okay. The only difference is I just kick my feet out in front and I take that hollow position and I go as high as I can. So in order to get a bar muscle up, maybe it's chest at first for this drill, one at a time. and then it's the middle of my stomach, and then it's my belly button, and then my hips, because we need to be able to get in that position right here to be able to turn over. Okay. And this is how we started. So let's just try and go as high as we possibly can. Same drill. But instead of getting my chin over, reach your hips up. And then if your arms are straight, you'll just hang back down. So let's do 3 of those.